Hello my dear learners, welcome to my channel. In this video series, we are learning Kotlin programming language with practical demonstration. In the previous video, we discussed about what is array, ways to create an array, how to iterate the array and array list collection practically. To learn that concept, please watch my previous video. Now, in this video, we will discuss about what is user defined function, UDF with a parameter, UDF with a prefix, UDF with return value and UDF with Vararg practically. So let's start the session. First of all, I will give you the basic introduction about the function. So let me just write over here what is a function. Okay, a function is a block of code to perform specific and related task. If you are writing any code of the programming language, at that time you need to create a function. Okay, so function is a block of code. It is used to perform a specific and related task. So if you have created a function, and you are writing the code in the particular function, so that executable statement will be the related statement. There will be no any kind of irrelated executable statement will be in the function. If you are creating a function, it will be used to perform a specific task, and if you are writing the code to perform specific task, you need to write the related executable statement, right? So function is used to reuse the executable statement. Once you have written executable statement, you can reuse that. There is a type of function available in the Kotlin programming language also, and if you are working any other programming language, there is a type of function also, but currently we are focusing on the Kotlin. So there will be total two type of function. First is a built-in function that is provided by the technology, and second is we can say a user-defined function. So these main two type of function available in the programming language. First is a built-in function and second is a user-defined function. Built-in function is provided by the technology, by the programming language, and user-defined function is written by the programmer and can be called by a programmer also. So this built-in function has four type and user-defined function also has four type. The type is no argument, no return, with argument, no return, no argument, with return, and with argument, with return. These four types of function available in the built-in function and user-defined function also. So you can understand this concept like that. There is a two main type of function, built-in function and the user-defined function. Built-in function has a four type and a user-defined function will also have a four type of function. So it is used to reuse the executable statement. The main use of the function is write once and execute more. So if you have written an executable statement, you just need to write once and you can call the function multiple times and the executable statement will execute multiple times by using the function. Okay, so this is what the main use of the function, and you can convert your code in the module using function also. So you can write up your code as a modularized. If you want to create a module also, at that time the function will be used. So this is what the basic introduction, basic information I have given to you. So let's start the practical session. Let me just give you the practical demonstration of function in the Kotlin. Here I am just creating a simple Kotlin file named as a function.kt. It is a Kotlin script. In that I am just writing a main function. Let me just increase some font size. Here I am just creating a function. In the Kotlin, if you want to create a function, then fun keyword will be used. Fun is the keyword. It is used to create a function in the Kotlin. So I am just writing a function and then a name of the function. My function name is, say for example, print message. Okay. So and then round bracket and then curly brackets. So this print message is a very basic function with no argument and no return value. This function do not has any argument and it is not returning any value. It is a very basic function that I have written over here, and in that I am just writing a print statement. Say for example, now if you want to pass the argument over here, the parameter over here, you can write, say for example, message colon string. Now you can call the function print message. You need to pass the argument over here. You need to pass a parameter over here in the string. Okay. So I am just passing a string over here. Say for example, to pass the string value, you need to write double inverted comma. So here I am passing the value name as Atmiya. So this Atmiya will goes into the message, and over here I am just writing hello, and I just need to print the value in the message. I am writing $MSG. Now I am just execute the code over here. I am just running the file. So first of all, we are getting output in the terminal hello Atmiya. So Atmiya is the string. This is provided by the calling type, and this argument will goes into the function, and the function is printing the value. This is the function name as a print message. I am just creating another function over here. Say for example, print message with prefix. Okay, so in this function I am just going to give you the demonstration about the prefix value. So this is the function I have created. I am just passing two arguments over here. Say for example, message colon string comma prefix colon string. So this prefix is just a variable, prefix colon string equal to info. Say for example, so this prefix is not a keyword available in the Kotlin. You can understand this concept like as a prefix is a kind of argument variable. So and the info is the value. If the user do not provide a second argument, the default argument will be available in the prefix as a info. Info is a value. Okay, so if you are calling this function, if you are not providing the second argument, the default value info will be taken by the prefix, and prefix is just a function argument. It is not a keyword. There is no any keyword name as prefix available in the Kotlin. It is just a function argument variable. So in the print message with prefix function, we have a two argument. One is a message and another is prefix. So when we call this function, we need to pass two arguments. First is a message and second is a prefix. So prefix is just a simple functional argument. You can write any functional name over here. Say for example, I am just writing prefix variable. So you can understand this concept very thoroughly. So it is just a argument variable. There are no any keyword available like as a prefix in the Kotlin. But there is a concept. This is called a prefix variable, and prefix variable has a default value as a info. So info is a default value for the prefix variable, and prefix variable is the argument variable for the print message with prefix function. And in that function I am just writing, say for example, a print statement, and I will print over here prefix equal to dollar prefix variable and a message equal to dollar message. So I have using that parameter in the print statement. Now I am just calling the function print message with prefix. We need to pass two arguments over here. Both are string value. So we need to pass the value in the double inverted comma. This is what we can say a calling function over here. Function is calling from here. Okay, and this is what we have written a function. So we can say that it is a define. Okay, we can define a function like that, and we can call a function like that on the line number 10. So this is what we have written two function over here. First is with argument, and second is a with argument with prefix value. So now I am just passing a parameter from here. This is what we are calling a function. In the double inverted comma, we need to pass a message. Say for example, message over here, demo message, and there will be a second parameter also. But if we not provide second parameter, it will directly taken by the prefix variable, and the value is info. Okay. So it is not necessary to provide a second argument over here, because we have created a prefix variable. It is what we can say a default variable, a default value which are available in the prefix variable, and prefix variable is a function argument variable, parameter variable. We can say like a prefix variable is a parameter variable. But currently we have called print message with prefix function with one parameter. So this demo message will goes into the MSG variable, and the prefix variable has a default value as info. And we have printed both value, prefix variable and a message. So let's run this file. First of all, I just need to write a print ln statement. So we are getting prefix equal to info and message equal to demo message. Here I have given you the practical demonstration about the prefix variable, and if you pass the parameter over here, say for example Android, okay, so this prefix variable will have Android as a value now, because as a calling time we are passing a particular value, so that old value will be overridden by the new value. Say for example, now we are getting prefix equal to Android and message equal to demo message. So if we pass the second argument over here, the prefix variable will take the particular passed value, and if we not pass the value from the calling time, it will take the default argument value as a info. So this is, I have given you the practical demonstration about the prefix variable concept available in the Kotlin. And there is another variation also. If you need to pass the prefix variable first, like if you need to change the sequence of the parameter at the calling time, that is also available, but at that time you need to pass the value with a particular variable and name. So let me just give you that demonstration also. In this code, you can call a print message with prefix function with unordered parameter. Okay, you can pass the parameter with unordered way also. See over here, I am just calling a function, a same function, print message with prefix. Now I just need to pass the prefix variable first, okay? But you can say in the function argument sequence, there is a message first and a prefixed then, okay? So first parameter is message and second parameter is prefix. But what I need to do is, I need to pass the prefix variable first and then I need to pass the message at calling time. So you can do like that also in the Kotlin. How we can do practically? Let's see. So there is no any strict way, like you have to pass the parameter like as available in the sequence when we define a function. So if you need to call a function and you do not need to maintain the sequence of parameter, you need to write the variable name equal to and a value. Say for example, I am just writing prefix variable equal to prefix value, okay, and then I need to pass a message. I need to write the variable name msg equal to the particular value. So you can manage a sequence of the parameter. See over here, if you provide a value directly over here, the Kotlin will give you the error. It is not allowed, okay? So once you have provided a prefix variable as a first parameter, so after that all the parameter will be called by the particular name of the variable. I just need to pass the value in the MSG variable now, in the MSG parameter now. So I need to write the variable name over here, because once I have provided a prefix variable, after that all the parameter will be called by the variable name. So this MSG is our parameter name. So we need to call the second argument with the particular parameter name. Why? Because once I have called a prefix, after that all the parameter will be called by the particular variable. So I need to write MSG equal to Kotlin. I hope you are learning this point very well. It is very important and very interesting also. Once you call a prefix parameter first, means you are just changing the sequence of the parameter. At that time, all other parameter will be called by the particular variable name. So over here, I just need to provide a println statement first. And now I am running the file. Now you can see in the output prefix equal to prefix value and then message equal to Kotlin. So this Kotlin we have passing the value as a second parameter, but when we are defining the function, the message is our first parameter. So you can change the sequence of the parameter by using the prefix value also, but if you want to change the sequence of the parameter by calling time, you need to call a parameter by this way. That is what I have given you the practical demonstration of all the variation available in the prefix variable. So just we have written two function over here, a print message with one argument and a print message with prefix with two argument. First is a message and second is a prefix variable. And if you want to change the sequence of the parameter while calling time, you can do like that: prefix variable equal to and then message equal to. A prefix variable and a message is a parameter name available in the function. These both are the parameter available in the function. But if you want to change the sequence of the parameter, then at that time you need to pass a value by providing the particular variable name. And over here we have provided just a simple message. And MSG and prefix variable, we have changed the sequence over here and then we are just printing the value of a prefix first and then message. So you can provide a third parameter also over here, say for example number colon integer. So this print with a prefix function has three parameter now, and while we are calling this function we need to provide a particular parameter over here. Say for example, in the line number 12 I have called a function with two parameter. So that is why we are getting an error over here. We need to pass a number over here first, say for example 10. So what I have done, I have passed three parameter to my function. First is a 10, second is a demo message, and third is a Android. So now it is okay. You can call a function with a multiple parameters also, with a prefix value also, and with a change sequence also. You can change the sequence of the parameter also. On the line number 14, I have given you the demonstration of how you can change the sequence of the parameter by using the parameter name. Say for example, over here prefix variable and a message. See, there is an error in the line number 14. So we have provided a prefix variable over here first and then we have providing a message to the user. Now I need to pass the particular number, so I need to write number equal to 20. So once we are providing a value to the function, but before the particular prefix value you can pass the value directly. There is no need to write the variable name in the particular calling time. So once you have called a function with a prefix variable as a default argument, after that all the value will be passed by the variable, but before that you can pass the value directly. So now I can just write over here comma a number equal to 20. Why I have to write number over here? Because the prefix variable that we have provided as a first variable. That's why I just need to write a number equal to 20 as a third parameter. But if you are writing a number before the prefix value, there is no need to write the variable name over here. Say for example, over here I have just passing 20. So to pass the 20 value, I do not need to write the variable name over here. Why? Because it is written before the prefix variable. And after the prefix variable, all the value will be passed as a with the parameter name. But before the prefix value, you can pass the value to the function without name of the argument name. I hope you are getting the point very well. This is very important point of the prefix variable. Now I am just writing another function, say for example function sum. In this function there is a two argument, a colon integer and a b colon integer. Two argument as a integer, okay? And it is returning the value. Say for example return a plus b. So this sum function will return the particular addition of two value that is provided by the user while calling time. We are getting an error in the sum function. Why? Because when you want to return a particular value from the function, you need to write the return type of the particular function. This is also a very important point about the return value of the function. If you want to return a value to the function, at that time, see over here, if you provide bracket, it is not also allowed. The error is we are creating a function which are returning the value. So at the time of definition, you have to tell that which value will be returned by the function. It's called a return type. So we need to define the return type also while defining a function if the function is returning a value. So when any function is returning the value, you need to write the return type of the particular function. In our case, both the parameter is integer and addition will be also an integer value. So we need to write the return type of the particular function. So I just need to write colon over here, colon integer. Okay, so this is what I have written a return type. In the basic programming language, it is something like that: integer sum. There will be a two parameter, integer a and integer b, and it is returning a value, return a plus b. So in the C language, in the Java language also, you can define a function like that which are returning a value. Integer is a return value and sum is the name of the function. Over here, we are in the Kotlin language, the syntax is different. You need to write a colon integer because it is a function which is returning the value, which is returning the integer value. So we need to define the return type of the particular function. So I have written colon integer. This is what I have provided the return type to the particular function. Now you can see there is no any error in the function, and now I am just calling a sum function over here in the print ln, and I will write in the print sum, and then I will pass two values in the sum function. And I have called a function name as a sum is returning in the print statement. So the addition will be written by the sum and it will be printed in the console. 30 is our output for the sum function. So I hope you are getting the point how to return a value from the function also, how to pass the parameter to the function also, how to pass the prefix value to the function also. So in this particular program, I have given you the practical demonstration of how to define a function with argument, with return value, with a prefix value, and there is a variation in the prefix value also. So I am just creating another file to give you the practical demonstration of Vararg with a function. So I am just creating another Kotlin script, simple file. In that we will write a function with a Vararg, a variable length of argument. What is Vararg? Okay, so Vararg means it is a variable length of argument. It is a kind of function that will accept the number of argument, the n number of argument as a parameter. So if you are creating a function and you need to pass the value to the function, you can pass a multiple value to the function with one argument. It's called a variable length of argument as a Vararg. So if you are creating a function that will accept n number of argument, at that time the Vararg will be used. Vararg means a variable length of argument. So you can see this message is a parameter, will accept only one value. There is a this function will accept a three value. This sum function will accept two value as a parameter. But now if you want to create a function that will accept n number of argument, n number of parameter, at that time you need to create a function with Vararg. So now I am just creating another Kotlin file, Kotlin script, vararg.kt. I am just writing function main. Main is the starting point of the program execution. So now I am just creating a function over here. So my function name will be print all, say for example, and I am just creating a function print all with a one argument as a vararg. So I am just writing message colon string over here. So what it means? It will accept only one parameter like that. Also I am just creating a message as a parameter, but this print all function will accept only one parameter as a argument. But what we need to do is we need to create a function that will accept n number of argument. At that time the parameter will be accepted as a vararg. So vararg is a keyword available in the Kotlin. So I am just writing vararg over here. A message is just an argument in the print all function, but the parameter name as message is a vararg parameter. So we can pass n number of argument over here. And then I am just writing for I in message in the function, and this for in the for loop I am just printing the value of I. So now when as a calling time, I can call a multiple value to the print all. Say for example, Atmiya, MCA, semester 2, second next parameter is Kotlin, next parameter is Android. So over here, I have called a print all function with n number of argument. This all argument will goes into MSG and then we have printed by the for each loop. See over here, all the values is printed in the console. We have called a function print all with a multiple argument with n number of argument, but when we are defining a print all function, there is only one argument. You can see there is only one argument in the print all function. But while as a calling time on the line number 6, you can pass n number of argument in the function. And then we have printed the value using for each loop. Now I am just writing another function print all with prefix. So prefix is also available over here with the variable length of argument, where arg is also providing the prefix concept also. Here also we have created a prefix and you can provide a prefix over here also. But for that, say for example, I am just writing first parameter where arg message colon string comma. Now I just need to write a prefix variable colon string equal to info. The concept will be same, but now the prefix variable is available with a where arg. So in this demo, I am combining two concepts, a where arg and a prefix variable. So I am just writing for each loop for I in message, and in the for loop I will write a print ln prefix value equal to dollar prefix variable and a message equal to dollar message. Okay, so in the function we have written a for loop which is a for each loop. All the value will be called in the message parameter, and you can write a print ls statement also to get the proper output. Okay, so when we call the print all with prefix function, we can pass a n number of argument to the message first, and then you can pass the value of the prefix variable. So these all values will be goes into the message. Say for example, I am just changing the value. My first value is Virat Kohli, comma. My second value we are passing is name as Anushka Sharma. I just need to pass the prefix value. So prefix variable equal to World Cup. So let me just change the parameter over here. When we call this function, it will print all the values with a prefix value. But if we do not pass the prefix value, it will take as a info. Let me just change the second parameter over here, Virat Kohli, comma Rohit Sharma, and then a prefix equal to World Cup. So this World Cup will be overridden to the info that is provided as a default value. So now the default value is World Cup. Default value is changed to the World Cup value. Now I am just running the file. You can see prefix equal to World Cup, message equal to Virat. Prefix equal to World Cup, message equal to Rohit. This is what we are getting the output by using the for each loop. But we are passing two values as a function with a variable length of argument. Say for example, there is a prefix value we are passing as a default value, and when we call this function, you can call this function like if you need to pass the prefix variable first. Say for example, prefix variable equal to World Cup, and after that you want to pass the variable length of argument as a second parameter, but it is not allowed in the Kotlin. So if once you have created a variable length of argument with a prefix and you are calling a function with a changing the sequence of the argument, if you want to call a prefix variable first with a where arg, at that time you can write a message equal to and then these two values in the particular where arg is not allowed in the Kotlin, right? It is not allowed. Why? Because these two arguments cannot goes to the message. You cannot pass in the particular square bracket also. It is also not allowed. You cannot pass this value in the curly bracket also. It is also not allowed in the Kotlin. So I am giving you the demonstration of all the concept related to variable length of argument, means Vararg, and with a prefix also. So when you are using a variable length of argument, dot 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 is also not allowed over here. So I am just telling you what is not allowed in the Kotlin also. So once you have passing a prefix variable first as a parameter, as a second parameter, you cannot pass the variable length of argument in the Kotlin. This is what the main point is. Once you pass the parameter of the prefix variable, you cannot pass the parameter to your vararg variable, because the Kotlin compiler is confused now. So that's all from my side in this video. In the next video, we will discuss about class and object in the Kotlin with practical demonstration. Okay. From the next video, we are starting the object oriented fundamentals in the Kotlin. So stay tuned to my channel, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.